الله ربنا هو الإله له من الأسماء ما اصطفى.
2nd of February 1982, which is nearly 30 years ago, whereas the government, they bring their army, the forced armies, the tanks, the missiles, the helicopters, everything, and they start to send this fire from the tanks, from the missile, from the helicopters upon the civilian. I mean exactly civilian. They are really, they have nothing, they don't have weapons, they have nothing, and the government start to destroy the city piece by piece, building by building, area by area, until they destroy around 40% of the city. This type of fight, or this type of war, the government, they urge it for 3 weeks. And we used to find the bodies in the streets, men, women, children, and the calculation for that, it is nearly 42,000 people. In average, they used to kill 2,000 people every single day. And this has never happened in the history. We found out after 3 weeks that nearly half of the city has been destroyed, and they bring it flat to the ground. And this is an unbelievable images, and still there in my mind until today. Under that pressure for the civilian, for the people, they start to defect from the army because they said it is too much for us to cope with what's happening. It is the people, they start to commit a crime which is no human being can do it, which is slaughtering children by knife, like they are slaughtering a sheep. They are killing day and night. Every day there's 200, 300 every single day, without stop, since the beginning of the uprising until today. We have more than 500,000 out of Syria, and we have 2 million inside Syria. They are homeless. And now we are coming to the winter time, which is a bit difficult for everybody because of the weather. The weather, it will be very cold, and they don't have a tent, they don't have houses, they don't have anything. I've seen by my own eyes people, they are living underneath the trees, the olive trees. They are there. On each tree there is a family underneath it. And those people, they have nowhere to go. They don't have a tent, they don't have a food, they don't have a medicine, they have nothing. They try to flee from Syria. They try to save their life, but unfortunately they have no chance to cross the border to any country. Whether Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey, Iraq, all of these areas, they are living in a chaos. In Jordan, the situation in the camp is so bad and suitable for a human being to live. But even though the people, they are accepting it just to flee from the death, to flee from the killing in Syria. Unfortunately, the choices for the people of Syria is 2 choices. Either to accept the killing, or to live under the oppressor. And the people of Syria, all of them, they choose to, to die, but not to live under such a regime which is, they don't respect them as a human being even. What we need to see in the future is start to have, or start to implement the civilian life again, to bring the life again, to have some sort of replacing government so they can serve the people of Syria, to help those that are refugees, to treat those that are being wounded and injured in Syria, those that are in need, the families that lost their supporter, which is mainly the father or the husband, to look after these orphans, which is, we have a huge number of orphans, to look after those that are widows, because we have a huge number of these widows. So we need to have a good body for the future, to be together, to start to ease these difficulties for the Ummah. Otherwise, people, they will be disappointed. And when the people, they are disappointed, they will go for wrong. And we hope and we ask all the governments all around the world, those they are saying about the human rights, those they are taking or speaking about the freedom, those they are speaking about helping those in need to move towards Syria. The future of the Syria, it is in our hands. If we neglect it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about it. But if we stand for it, if we stand together, Allah will help us. But if we turn our back, then a punishment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it will be there for us. You have to move even with a little effort. You have to move even with a small effort. Don't say it will not help. It will not make a change. No, it will make a big change. It will make a huge impact for the life of the people. But all we need is to be together, inshallah, to make the future of Syria in a brighter way, to draw a new life for the people.
MessageTv. This is your channel.
This is your channel.